Let's talk about something that every one of you watching us from nearly 200 countries can relate to. School reopening. It's happening everywhere. After almost 2 years, schools around the world are finally reopening. It's a big deal for both students, parents, and of course teachers. And it's coming with a scary trend. Children are suddenly reporting poor vision. They're not being able to see the class boards. Parents are worried. As for doctors, they say that in the last 6 months, they have prescribed specs to twice the average number of children. Why is this happening? Why are children suddenly suffering from vision problems? Blame the pandemic. It has exposed children to excessive screen time. Their eyes have gotten used to near vision, looking at screens that are closer to them. Now, after 2 years of studying online, staring at the class board, which is far away, is becoming difficult for the eyes. So that's one problem. Here's another one. The pandemic forced more school-going children to stay indoors. Their outdoor activities were restricted, their exposure to sunlight was limited, so a lot of children are suffering from vitamin D deficiency, and this is negatively impacting their eye health. Problem number 3, overexposure to devices. There is no doubt that during the pandemic, children spent more time staring at screens than they'd ever done before. They were either studying online or gaming or watching something on YouTube or Netflix or even TikTok. By August 2020, that's within the first year of school closures, parents said their children were spending at least 4 hours on the screen, on any one of these screens. How much time should they ideally be spending? Well, ideally none. Children under the age of 2 should not be in front of a screen at all. Those above the age of 2 should spend not more than 2 hours in front of a screen. At least that's what experts say. But during the pandemic, screen time for children went up 50%. The result is this: nearsightedness or myopia. Doctors say that a majority of school children coming in for eye checkups are going home with spectacles. And that too with power above 1. Those who were already wearing glasses have seen a jump in power. Some children are also reporting dry eyes, excessive rubbing of eyes, blurry vision and discomfort in the eyes. It's not like these problems sprung up after the school opened. It's just that they've come to light now. Parents began rushing their children to doctors when children began complaining about not being able to clearly see the letters on the class board. Experts say they saw this coming. As early as January 2021, a study of over 120,000 children in China revealed that by the end of 2020, myopia in children aged 6 to 8 had increased 3 times. This was the first year of the pandemic. How serious is this problem? Myopia in itself is not too big of an issue. In fact, it is the most common eye problem, nearsightedness. Estimates say more than 2.5 billion people across the world have myopia. 2.5 billion. But you see, for us adults, specs are not such a big problem. They're uncomfortable, but they're not such a big deal. Either we've gotten used to them or replaced them with lens or an eye surgery, but neither of these is an option for children and pre-teens. So specs become a hassle for them. They become a hurdle in the playground. Here's another problem. Studies show the earlier myopia starts in children, the more likely they are to suffer from vision-related complications later on in life. What kind of complications? Cataracts, detached retinas, even glaucoma. So if you've seen any of these symptoms in your child, dry eyes, blurry vision, headache, or any vision-related problems, do take her to the doctor. As for the others, aim for small lifestyle changes. Number 1, ask your child to keep her laptop at an arm's length. Number 2, adjust the laptop's brightness to 60 to 70%. And 3, follow the 20-20-20 rule. What's that? Basically, when working on a laptop or staring at a screen, ask your child to take a break every 20 minutes. Then look at an object that's at least 20 feet away for 20 seconds. So that's 20-20-20, not too difficult, you see. Avoiding exposure to screens is impossible in this day and age, and that's a fact. So taking eye health seriously is very important, and I'll tell you why. Because estimates say half of the world's population will have myopia by 2050. Half. This is another pandemic in the making, so stay alert and stay safe. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.